Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to an update on an investigation video. How cool is that? We have like an update, like I don't know if this is, this is the first update on a video. How cool is that? I don't know if this technically counts as an investigation because originally it was a Reddit video. It was half investigation, half Reddit. It's this video with like bosses from hell. The first half was actually a mini investigation into a bar that's like semi-local. It's local to my parents' place. But I have an update. A juicy update. And it gets deep and kind of ridiculous. So like, bear with me. I am going to disclose the information I'm getting is from ex-employees, and I am not going to disclose any names for their protection, because if this gets, like, obviously traced back to the actual owner, who I have the name of, I don't want anyone getting in trouble, so I'm gonna leave everyone out of this. This is my research, okay? You're not gonna believe this, okay? Alright, this is my research, okay? Leave the employees out of this. Quick recap, if you didn't see this video, which is basically, like, entitled Bosses, blah blah blah. There is a bar. It's kind of a bar with arcade-style games and axe throwing. Yeah, get drunk people to throw axes, cool. There was some drama surrounding it, based off of a Facebook post that I found, where an employee tore down the company and revealed a lot of secrets. Secrets being that the boss, like the owner of the establishment, took the employee's wages to pay for his trip to Dubai, didn't pay the staff, faked a coma so he couldn't pay his staff, so he didn't have to pay his staff, and treated everyone like shit. There was reviews that I went into that said the staff were unreliable and poor, like in terms of like, it was just poor management. And even door staff essaying, what's the word? People who come in. What's the word for people who come in? I can't think of it, and it's gonna bother me. The people who came, the customers. Yeah, I'm stupid. Essaying customers. There were comments on it, and the way that the responses from the owners put it, it's like, email me so we can sort this out. Girl, you're lucky they're not emailing the police. That's a brief update. You can watch the video. Please, I need more watch time. But that's the gist of it. Into the update real quick, because holy girl, it gets weird. I want to quickly say, because this gives some context into why I think this is hilarious and sad. Again, ex-employees. Okay, ex-employees. The employees who didn't get paid, so all of them, couldn't reach out to the manager because he refused to give out his number. The reason he refused to give out his number was because he was too famous. This guy said he would not give his personal number or his work number to his staff that he hired, so he was unreachable, uncontactable by anyone because he was too famous. You ready? 5,575 followers. Not like 500,000. Not 575,000 followers. No, just 5,000. Like 5.5 thousand followers. That's it, nothing else. 5,000 followers. Technically, he shouldn't have the verified check mark. He shouldn't have that. He bought that check mark. He pays Instagram for that check mark. You're not famous, Mr. Owner. You're just a popular guy in school, okay? All your friends follow you. You're not famous. Give your number to your employees so they can ask about their own wages that they earned, instead of stealing the wages and going to Dubai and faking a coma. Back to it. There's some context, because it's the funniest thing. I'm too famous with my 5,000... Like, yeah, I don't have that many followers, but at least I don't go around saying I'm too famous for this shit. I don't know if I will or won't say the name of the place, because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. But you can find out the name of the place based off of this guy's name. The bar, I think there's a few around the UK, but the main one is in, like, the Midlands, is it? Midlands? I'm figuring out the map of the UK. It's not like Northern UK, it's like the West Midlands? West Midlands. Yeah, round about there. And like I said earlier, there's a axe throwing in a bar. There's axe throwing in a bar. Go. Like, I'm just, like, going through, like, his little captions are just like, never underestimate the power you have to take your life in a new direction. It's such, like, MLM captions. It's like, oh, just DM me to deposit £500 to pay for your new MLM leggings. Like, that's what his captions give me. Celebrating 1 year of growth and progress from humble beginnings to where we stand today. There's no humble beginnings here. You'll find out in a sec. There was no humble beginnings. He didn't just, like, save up and get this bar. I might get in trouble, but the owner of this bar is an ex-professional footballer. You heard me. Kyle Reid, ex-footballer in the UK, owns this bar. He's played for multiple teams. He doesn't have, like, a team. He's played for so many teams across the UK. His official bio says ex-professional footballer. Cool. There was no humble beginnings. It's kind of giving Nepo Baby. Maybe he did have, like, a rough upbringing, I don't know. But humble beginnings? Girl, you were a professional footballer before this. You had your football money put into this bar. And now you're taking your employees' money and taking it to Dubai. Pay your employees. It took me so off guard that the owner is an ex-footballer, Kyle Reid. I think he still, like, wants to live up to his, like, old days as a footballer, because when I went on his Twitter, all he does is repost and retweet everything about, like, his football days or, like, current football days. It's just non-stop retweeting football. And then there was, like, a few questionable, like, comment. You can see what people reply in the comments. If you go on their profile, there's a few questionable things where he makes some questionable comments to women. Because I can't see much in the UK, I've said multiple times in many videos, I can't see anything because of the stupid UK law, and I'm not giving Elon Musk my ID. He can go shove his own fucking lizard skin up his ass, okay? So it come up with you can't see this because it's sensitive topic, whatever, so it's probably lewd, given the context. But I've also had, like, someone's legs, like, censored before. But then underneath, like, the caption would be like, oh, someone please buy this for me, and then it'd be like, sensitive topic, you can't see this because Twitter, UK, blah, 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 whatever it says. And then he'd reply underneath saying, how much? And it's like, mate, you've got a kid. Stop. Your kid will see this. Your kid could see this. How cringe is that? Stop. I went on a little tangent then. Anyway. Kyle Reid. Born 26th of November 1987. Kyle Romain Reid is an English professional footballer who last played as a winger for Rayners Lane. Cool, thanks Wikipedia. Love you Wikipedia, I trust you for all my misinformation. He's an English footballer, 38 years old. Yeah, I took a quick screenshot of his Twitter, because even his Twitter, you know, which is a cesspool, has only 7,800 followers, and I'm like, you say that you're too famous for your staff. Even on Twitter, you've got, like, you're not even breaking 10k, bestie. Like, you can give your number to your employees. But there was only one thing on his Twitter about his work, and it was the 1 year anniversary of it. Everything else is just, like, commenting on women's posts saying, oh, how much do you need? Or commenting on this one about a woman throwing it back and him being like, oh, yes, mama. And then everything else is football. The fact that an ex-footballer is the manager of this bar, and, you know, footballers be making money. How do you... Why are you taking your staff's money as an ex-footballer and a bar owner, multiple bars? There's, like, a few of these bars around the UK. How are you taking the money from your staff to pay for your trips to Dubai? If the business was going... I won't understand this anyway, because you legally have to pay your staff, but if the business was going under and you were in debt and you couldn't pay your staff, okay, don't get it. But he's taking their money to fund his trips to Dubai. Like, every, like, other post on his Instagram was like, oh, I'm in Dubai. well, not other posts, it was like every like 6 or 7 post was like, oh yeah, I'm in Dubai, and I'm like, yeah, on your staff's wages. Pay your staff. You are stealing their money to pay for your trips to Dubai. Do your friends in these pictures know that? Do they know that the money you use to pay for that trip is your staff's? Your staff are starving because you stole their money to pay for this trip. Your staff are close to losing homes because of this. Because I mentioned in the last video, most of the staff are barely legal age. There's something creepy about it. They hire just, like, they creep and prey on young people. Because in the UK, the wages work different, like, depending on the age. Under 16s get paid a lot less, and then under 18s get paid a bit more but less, and then under 21s get paid a bit more but less. And you get paid adult wage after, like, I think it's under 21 actually. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Yeah, under 21. So he hires people under the age of 21. He'll sometimes hire people over the age of 21, but he goes for people under the age of 21. And I'm assuming it's to pay them as little as possible. Because going off of, like, everything I found out, it now makes, like, saying it out loud, I'm like, no, yeah, he's definitely hiring young people. Considering one of the staff, one of the upper management got a staff member pregnant and baby trapped her. It's either because he's a creep or because he wants to pay them less. There is a lot of tea on this place, by the way. I could break it down in like 5 videos. And then there was some like AI generated slop in one of his videos. Like, mate, do you have to nickel and dime that much? You own like 3, I don't know how many bars he owns. He owns at least 3. Sorry, I got like frustrated over it. I am going to quickly go into some other things I found because, yeah, the manager, mate, pay your staff. But there's some more dirt on this place that's hilarious. The food hygiene rating at this place is a 3, which means generally satisfactory. It doesn't mean, okay, like you'd think, oh, 3 is bang average. It just means generally satisfactory, which I read as meh. And you'd think, oh, you're just a bar. How can a bar be generally satisfactory? On the government website, you can see the breakdown. Area inspected by food safety officer. Hygienic food handling. Hygienic handling of food including preparation, cooking, reheating, cooling and storage. Food standard found? Good. Cleanliness and condition of facilities and building. Cleanliness and condition of facilities and building, including having appropriate layout, ventilation, hand washing facilities and pest control to enable good food hygiene. Satisfactory. So the food handling is okay, but the cleanliness, which includes ventilation, appropriate layout, hand washing, pest control, that's satisfactory. Management of food safety. System or checks in place to ensure that food sold or served is safe to eat. Evidence that staff know about food safety, and the food safety officer has confidence that standards will be maintained in the future. Satisfactory. In other words, the food safety officer, or like the guy in control of the food at this place, isn't that great at handling food. And there's probably some food that's not in date. You can see this on the government website for any establishment, by the way, the food safety rating and the breakdown of why it is the way it is. If you are ever curious, this is in the UK. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but this is in the UK. I'm going to quickly break down into some reviews real quick. Then I'm going to do a conclusion after. I just really wanted to update. I'm going to quickly disclaim here. I know I'm nitpicking only the bad reviews, and there's probably good reviews for this place. But this video is a call-out video, so I picked out the bad reviews because the bad reviews actually call out the bad things. The good reviews only call out the good things, like the axe throwing and, you know, the drinks. The bad reviews actually go into detail of why it's bad. No way to cancel a booking. The telephone number on the confirmation booking doesn't exist, and there is no contact information on the website. I have emailed but no response. They just take your money with no way of getting it back. Don't book here. These are from Facebook, by the way. Don't work for or support this establishment. My 18-year-old stepson worked here for 2 months, along with other young people, and they haven't been paid. More info on a Google review. Avoid. These people are the worst type of business owners, exploiting young people by offering them jobs, getting them to work in their bar, and not paying them. Truly awful and disgusting. I hope they get locked up. These are the 3 1-star reviews that I could find on Facebook. And the last review, I do want to underline the most. Exploiting young people by offering them jobs. And it's specifically young people because people under the age of 21 get paid less. They get paid less than like minimum wage. I think minimum wage is like $12.21. And if you're under the age of 21, it's like, I actually don't know. I'll probably have it on screen. And not paying them on time is illegal, but they have this system where they will pay them at just the right time so they legally can't do anything. They have 30 days to pay them before the staff can take legal action. They would stretch it until about like 20 to 29 days until the time limit, then pay them. And by that time, if they're like private renting, they're screwed. If they're living paycheck to paycheck, they've got no food. If they're, in the dead of winter, their gas would have shut off. It's so disgusting and scammy. It's absolutely disgusting. It's the scum of the scum. They would 100% wait till 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds before paying an employee. And they would pay them like a second before the 30th mark just to be like, oh no, I did pay you can't sue us now. They would do that. This is the type of place to do that. And there are employees that have not been paid for weeks. And these employees have their own places to rent. So many people have quit. So many people are quitting. I want to say the name of this place, but I don't know if it'll get me in trouble. Do your research. If you get hired, if you get an interview for a place, do your research. If you get an interview, do your research about the place, because it's always good to have some information on the place so you can impress the interviewer. But do your research to make sure the place is treating their employees right, paying the employees, and paying a decent wage. Some places are not increasing their wage to fit the national living wage right now, which is wrong. It's illegal, so make sure your current employer is paying you the correct wage. Google what your minimum wage is, your legal minimum wage for your country, your state, whatever. Make sure your employer is doing that, because if they're not, you can sue them. Or at least threaten to. There is another review I want to draw attention to. Corrupt company. Rubbish company who don't care for staff. Liars. Wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. Avoid at all costs. And this is back from September, like last year. And this is another review to draw attention to. The company lies. The company don't care for their staff. And if this is from a customer and not an ex-employee, if this is from a customer, even the customers can see that the employers and the staff don't respect their employees and the on-floor staff, and they can see that. If your customers can see the issues, your issues are bigger than what they actually are, and you just need to stop before you get absolutely sued. Because even if it is expensive to take someone to court, if all the staff band together and split the fees, it's not that expensive individually. Or small claims court. Small claims is fantastic. It has done wonders. And it's also petty. I've heard from someone that the supervisor role has like a 5p increase in pay. 5p. Imagine getting a promotion to get 5 pence. This company sucks. This company sucks. I did say the name of the manager, so you can research and find the company. So I'm not saying the name of the company, you're just finding the information out yourself, which is how I found the information out myself. I did a little research. It's not that hard to find if you know what you're looking for. And do not ever go for this company. Do not look for this company. Do not seek out employment from this company. Do not even buy anything from this company. Because the food hygiene rating alone is scary. And then the treatment of the staff. Not paying them, bitches, that's slave labor. And then exploiting young people getting a young woman pregnant and baby trapping her. Also, like, I heard a rumor. By rumor, I mean I have my sources. It's gross in there. Like, one of the water pipes burst completely, and it flooded the place, and they didn't clean it up. They didn't clean it up at all, so there's, like, damp everywhere. I have my sources, and I'm not telling you. Isn't that exciting? They're making food and all that in a damp environment, and all the electricals were, wet. Isn't that a place where you want to play electrical arcade games and throw axes whilst people are drunk and get sexually assaulted by staff members at the door? Even the employees get sexually assaulted, and they can't do anything because the manager baby traps them. But luckily, some of the staff are all quitting in, like, one go. So unfortunately, the rest of the staff are, like, picking up the slack, but hopefully the rest of the staff, like, quit as well, and the manager will have to do a job. Imagine working. I might send him a job application just to scare the shit out of him. I think it's absolutely insane. Being an ex-footballer, having all that football money, only to steal from your staff. What are you? Oh, what a piece of work. The reviews speak for themselves, and not in a good way. Satisfactory. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna leave it there. I couldn't find much else at the moment. If there is anything else, it will pop up in its usual place, like on the screens. Because this guy does have a kid, I'm gonna leave out all of the, like, I'm blurring out all of the kid stuff. Like, I'm not gonna dox his child, that's just wrong. Mate, 5,000 followers and you say you're too famous for your staff to contact you in emergencies. Oh my god, you're just so funny. And by funny, I mean pathetic. I was just excited that I had an update on this place, like, hell yeah. I don't see this place lasting much longer by the looks of it. If you're gonna make a place, at least pay your employees so they don't kick off and share your tea online. I hope you enjoyed the update as much as I did. I found this tea refreshing. Hopefully I'll have an update that's like, oh, the business has gone under, or the staff are protesting. I want a cool update, like a fun update, not like a more drama. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video, besties. Like, take care and all that. Bye!